In a series of events that have drawn global attention, the United States has expressed growing alarm over Israel's military operations in Gaza, particularly concerning the use of American-supplied weapons. A report delivered to Congress paints a complex picture of Israel's engagement in war, suggesting possible breaches of international humanitarian law. This scrutiny comes amid intensified conflicts, notably Israel's assault on Rafah, highlighting a significant and deadly chapter in the Israel-Hamas war. The U.S. State Department's investigation into Israel's use of U.S.-supplied arms suggests that in some instances, these weapons may have been employed in ways inconsistent with the obligations of international humanitarian law. Despite this, the evidence falls short of definitively concluding that Israel's military campaign breached international law. The report underscores the formidable challenges faced by Israel in countering Hamas in densely populated areas, complicating assessments of military conduct. The Biden administration's stance raises questions about the future of U.S. military aid to Israel. It notably contrasts President Joe Biden's recent strategic decisions, including the postponement of bomb shipments aimed at Israel in response to the escalating violence in Rafah. This city, home to over 1 million Palestinians, has witnessed mass evacuations and significant destruction, adding a dire human dimension to the war's strategic considerations. The internal contradictions and cautious language in the U.S. report reflect the complexity of applying international humanitarian law to active conflict zones. While affirming Israel's capability and expertise in minimizing civilian casualties, the report critically views the high civilian death toll as indicative of potential misapplication of these practices. This nuanced position has sparked debates among U.S. lawmakers and criticism from both sides of the political spectrum, challenging the administration's balanced approach to Israeli military operations and humanitarian concerns. Amid these tensions, Israel asserts its commitment to facilitating humanitarian aid and minimizing civilian harm, backed by efforts to review and improve its military practices. However, critics argue that the evidence of civilian casualties and restricted aid delivery contradicts these claims, suggesting a broader reevaluation of U.S. military support and its implications for international law and human rights. As the U.S. continues to monitor the situation, the global community watches closely, awaiting actions that reconcile strategic interests with ethical imperatives.